So next, today we are going to discuss about continuation of the previous lecture, that is design of two-way slab. In the previous lecture we have already calculated the effective span and load, right? Today we are going to calculate the design moments, right? So next step is calculation of design moments. So to calculate design moments we need to refer IS 456-2000 and we need to go to page number 91, and the table, we need to refer a table on this page number 91, and the table number is 26. This table number is 26. So what is given in this table? From this table we need to find out bending moment coefficient, right? This table is given for bending moment coefficient. So let us go to the IS code and find out the bending moment coefficients. So let me share this code with you. So as you can see on your screen, this is table number 26, bending moment coefficient for rectangular panels supported on 4 sides with provision for torsion at corner. So this is the name of the table. This is according to clause number D1.1 and 24.4.1. So there are different columns. First is for serial number, then there is a type of panel and moment considered, then short span coefficient alpha x and longer span coefficient is alpha y. So shorter span is always taken in x direction and longer span is always taken as y direction. So let us understand all these points that are there. There are total 8 types of panel and moment consideration, 9 types of points are given. First one is for interior panels, and in this there are 2 points. First is negative moment at continuous edge and second is positive moment at mid span. So there are 2 edges that we need to consider, that I'll explain you on the board, but for the moment just remember these 2 types of wordings. So first type is interior panel, second type is one short edge continuous, one long edge discontinuous, 2 adjacent edges discontinuous, 2 short edges discontinuous, 2 long edges discontinuous, 3 edges continuous, 3 edges discontinuous and 4 edges discontinuous, which is a simply supported one, right? So we need to select the appropriate type of panel for our design, right? So let us see which type of panel is appropriate for us. So if you refer my previous lectures in which I have drawn a plan of this building and we are doing the design of S2 slab. So this type of S2 slab is suitable for one short edge discontinuous, one short edge discontinuous. I'll explain it how, right? One short edge discontinuous. For the moment just remember this. So for this we get 2 values. Now in this second column, short span coefficient, values of Ly by Lx ratios are given. This is 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. These are the values of Ly by Lx ratio, right? So we already know the value of Ly by Lx ratio. So from that we need to calculate the appropriate value for appropriate column, right? So let me share the board with you. This is how you are supposed to see the IS code values. So let's explain on board now, right? So page number 91, table number 26, our panel. So let me draw a plan again here so that you can understand. This is a plan that we are designing. This is the S2 slab that I am doing the design of. Here it is continuous, continuous, continuous. This is 6 meter, this is 4 meters. So this edge that is shown as arrow, which is discontinuous. So it means one short edge discontinuous. One short edge discontinuous. That means only one edge is there which is not continuing, and that is a short edge. So for this now we have 2 coefficients, positive coefficient, negative coefficient, right? So alpha x we get 2 values, alpha y will get 2 values. So before that we need to calculate Ly by Lx ratio. We need to calculate Ly by Lx ratio. So let's calculate Ly by Lx. Now in this we need to use effective length. So 5.88 is my Ly effective, and I think 3.88 is my Lx effective, right? So If you find out this ratio comes out to be 1.52. This ratio comes out to be as 1.52. So now for this 1.52 value, we need to select alpha x and alpha y value, right? So from this code, page number 91, table number 26, and for the value of 1.52, we get alpha x value and alpha y value. So alpha y, there is no such values for Ly by Lx. So alpha y you can directly find out from the code, which is minus 0.037. Two values will be there. One is negative, second is positive. So second value is plus 0.028. This is negative, this is positive, 0.028. Negative is for support and positive is for span. Same way alpha x, if you see the table for Ly by Lx ratio 1.52, you will get alpha x as minus 0.058, and second positive value will be alpha x positive will be 0.045. Now let us see IS code and try to understand how these values are coming of alpha x and alpha y. So this is for second case, right? One short edge discontinuous, we are finding the values. So we got our Ly by Lx ratio as 1.52, which is in between 1.5 and 1.75. So we need to do the interpolation, right? So after doing the interpolation, we are getting our values alpha x positive and alpha x negative. So alpha x negative value, we are getting it as 0.058, right? As you can see in your code, it is 0.057, but this value is for 1.5, and our Ly by Lx ratio is 1.52. So after doing interpolation, we get the value as 0.058, and similarly for positive, for mid-span moment, we get a value of 0.045, and for alpha y, longer span coefficient, we no need to do interpolation, directly we can select the value, that is minus 0.037 and plus 0.028. So these are the bending moment coefficient that we got. Now next, to calculate the bending moment, we have a formula below the table, right? So this is the equation that we are going to use. These are the two equations. Mx is equal to alpha x into WLx square, and My is equal to alpha y into WLx square. See, both the way there is Lx square only, no Ly square. We are using shorter span for design, right? We are using shorter span for design. Okay. One more thing important here is at least 50% of the tension reinforcement provided at mid span should be extended to the supports. The remaining 50% should extend to within 0.1 Lx or 0.1 Ly of the support as appropriate. So this is also, if you need to remember, right? So using this equation, now we are going to calculate the bending moment value. So let's go back to the board and start finding the bending moments using this formula. Okay, so moving forward, Mx, right? Mx positive and Mx negative. We get two values, Mx positive and Mx negative for x, and same way My positive and My negative. So let us calculate these values. So what is the formula that we get, that is given in the IS code? It is alpha x multiplied by W into Lx square, right? Alpha x multiplied by W into Lx square. So positive alpha x value is 0.045 multiplied by W that we calculated in the previous lecture. It was around 12 point something, 12.56, and Lx is 3.88. So 0.045 multiplied by 12.56 multiplied by 3.88 square, right? So if you calculate this answer, you will get your positive moment as 8.5 kilonewton into meter. 8.5 kilonewton into meter. Next we are going to calculate negative value. So formula will remain same, negative alpha x into w into Lx square, right? Only the coefficient will change, minus 0.058 multiplied by 12.56 multiplied by 3.88 square. So if you calculate this answer, this negative value comes out to be minus 10.96 kilonewton into meter. So this completes our mx and mx positive, mx negative. Next move to the my. So again the formula is same. Here only the coefficients are changing, alpha y into w into Lx square. So first alpha y positive is 0.028, alpha y positive is 0.028, multiplied by w remains the same, 12.56, multiplied by Lx square, that is 3.88 square. Here do not make mistake of taking the value of Ly, right? Here it is not Ly, as per Indian Standard Code it is Lx only. So if you calculate this value, this answer is coming out to be 5.29 kilonewton into meter. And similarly here negative alpha y into w into Lx square. So negative value is minus 0.037 multiplied by 12.56 multiplied by 3.88 square. So if you calculate this answer, it comes out to be minus 7 kilonewton into meter, minus 7 kilonewton into meter. So this is how you can calculate your bending moments at support point and span point, right? Now let us understand this concept, that why this positive and negative values are coming, right? Why these positive values are coming and negative values are coming, and where it is to be applied. So if I draw a free body diagram of my slab, suppose this is a slab of mine, it is continuing like this. There is a slab here, right? So let me draw a section here. This is again a section, this is again a section, right? So this is the S2 slab that I am concerned about. Okay, this is continuous edge. So here whatever alpha x alpha y value will be there, that will be negative, because this is a support point. At support we have hogging, at support we have hogging value, right? So hogging bending moment. So for hogging bending moment, your alpha x value will be negative, right? So here alpha x is negative. So this direction is Lx, because this is shorter direction 4 meter, and this direction, horizontal direction, is Ly, because it is a longer direction, right? So alpha x negative. Same way on this side also we have alpha x as negative. So on the shorter direction we have alpha x negative on the support points, and on the longer direction we have alpha y negative near the support. So here we have alpha y negative, because on support we have hogging bending moment, right? At the span, that is here in the middle area, we have alpha x positive and we have alpha y positive, because we have sagging bending moment, right? So this is a standard concept of understanding why the positive and negative values are coming, and how we can identify that positive value is for what point and negative value is for what point, right? So this is how we can calculate the bending moment using IS 456-2000, page number 91, table number 26, right? So please complete this step in your notebook. In the next lecture we are going to start with the finding the AST, that is main reinforcement, right? So thank you so much for watching this lecture. If you have any doubts, you can write your queries in the comment box. I'll try to solve your queries. And if you are finding this lecture informative, please like this video, and also please share with your friends and do not forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you do not miss out the future video lectures that I am going to upload for the G+3 building design. Right, we are not even halfway through. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next lecture.